Привет, guys! In this video, we're continuing to talk about consonants, soft and hard consonants. In our previous video, we talked about the soft sign, and I told you that the soft sign is obviously a letter that softens consonants, okay? But in fact, it's not the only letter that can soften consonants, okay? So, okay, what can soften consonants in Russian? So the first thing that can do it, where is it? Okay, the soft sign, yes. So that's pretty straightforward, right? Whenever you have the soft sign following one of the consonants, the consonant becomes soft, unless it's one of those six consonants that can't be affected by the soft sign, okay? You remember we talked about it in the previous video. But the second thing that can soften consonants in Russian is the softening vowels. Okay, so remember, guys, very important. When a consonant is not softened by anything, it's hard. By default, it's hard. Okay, so if you just have like, I don't know, b, as is, it's hard. So to become soft, it needs to be softened either by the soft sign or by a softening vowel. So what is a softening vowel? Well, let me remind you. In Russian, there are 10 vowels. Let me remind you of the pairs that we went over together in one of my previous videos. Here they were. Okay, and remember I told you that 4 of them were kind of like perfect pairs. They rhyme, and the one on the left is just a regular vowel. The one on the right is the diphthong, which kind of rhymes with that vowel on the left, and then you can spell the diphthong as 2 letters. For example, a, ya. That ya can be spelled as ya, a, etc., etc. So I don't want to repeat myself. But then I also told you that the last pair wasn't really perfect because neither of them is a diphthong, right? So these 4 are actually diphthongs, and they can be spelled as 2 letters, right? But neither of these 2 is a diphthong. But I also told you that there was a reason why I actually chose to write them exactly like that. Why I chose to write, well, here it's kind of clear, you know, in each pair, the one on the left is not a diphthong, the one on the right is a diphthong, so it kind of makes sense. But why did I specifically write ui in the left column and then e in the right column? I mean, neither of them is a diphthong. Well, the reason I did that is because these 5 vowels on the right are actually softening vowels. That means whenever they follow a consonant, they also soften it. They soften it, just like the soft sign. Okay. So the softening vowels are the 4 diphthongs: ya, yo, you, yeah, and e. Okay, so these are the 5 softening vowels. Again, just memorize it. I mean, with the diphthongs, it kind of makes sense. I'll tell you why in a second. With e, it makes a little less sense because e is not a diphthong, but just remember that e is also a softening vowel. So whenever you have one of those vowels following a consonant, they soften that consonant, just like the soft sign. Unless the consonant is one of those 6 consonants, you know, zh, ye, ch, c, sh, sh, the ones that can't be affected by the soft sign, and those consonants can't be affected by the softening vowels either, okay? But all the other consonants, yes, they go soft whenever they're followed by either the soft sign or one of the softening vowels. So just learn that the 4 diphthongs and E are the softening vowels. And in today's video, I will actually write again pairs, soft and non-soft, or soft and hard, for well, pretty much each consonant again. Except this time, instead of doing it with the soft sign, I'll do it with the one of the softening vowels. Okay, so we'll do it like this. Okay, so all right, let's read them as we go, and let's again read them together, and then maybe I'll read the pairs, or well, the syllables in those pairs to you, and you'll try to figure out which one I'm reading, the soft one or the hard one. So here's what's going on here. Ba, right? So a is not a softening vowel, right? Because it's from the left column. It's not a diphthong, it's not E, so it's not a softening vowel. So in this case, ba is not softened, so it's pronounced as the regular ba. So this syllable is pronounced ba, ba, right, as you know. And now this one is where ya is a softening vowel, so it softens the ba. And ya is also a diphthong. Remember, I told you that whenever you have a diphthong in a closed syllable, in other words, whenever the diphthong is preceded by a consonant, like in this case, the nature of the diphthong itself changes. So instead of ya, it becomes more like just a. So the ya part of it kind of disappears. But what also happens is that ya softens the consonant. Okay, so this syllable is gonna sound like this: bia, bia. It's very important not to pronounce it as bia, right? So don't just pronounce it as ba plus ya, right? Because that would be bia. But you kind of merge them together into one sort of small syllable, and you pronounce it as bia. So what happens here is you have the soft ba, and then essentially a. You don't really have the ya part of ya, if that makes sense, right? So let me do it in slow motion for you. Bi, bi, right? And then a. So bia, bia. All right? Again, ba and bia. Okay? So if this makes sense, I'll try to kind of tell you my vision of it. So what's going on here is that you have a ba, and then you have ya, right? So this basically equals ba, doing some math here, plus ya, right? Because ya and ya is the same, right? So whenever you have ba clashing with ya, this ya kind of dies. Okay, it dies, it is killed. It sacrifices itself to soften the ba. All right, so you don't have the ya anymore, but it affects the ba, so it changes the ba. So what you have in the end is kind of like ba, which is now soft, plus a. All right. So I hope it I hope it makes sense. So let's do the other pairs. So for the other pairs, I'll try to again do all the consonants, but I'll kind of alternate the vowels there. Okay. So for v, let's take vo and vyo. So same thing here. Regular v, vo, vo, but here vyo, vyo. And if you can hear a tiny bit of ya, like the Y kind of sound, it's fine. A lot of students tell me that they do hear the bia, the vyo a little bit, right? But try not to pronounce it as vyo, vyo. That's a typical pronunciation mistake because Russians pronounce it as vyo, vyo. So it's the soft v and just o, vyo, vyo. Okay. All right, next one. All right. Okay, so together, gu, gu. Again, gu, gu. So soft g and u. All right. All right. So this one here is de, de, and this one de, de. Okay. All right. So here it's a little easier to tell the difference between U and E are kind of different, even as vowels. They're fairly different. And then remember that E is not really a diphthong, but it is a softening vowel. So let me pronounce these for you. So this one is Z, Z, so hard Z and U, Z, versus soft Z and E, which is Z, Z. So again, Z, Z. All right. Back to A. So together, ka, kya. Again, ka, kya. All right. These ones are lo, lyo, lo, lyo. So just the L is soft. Le, lyo, lyo, not lyo. Okay. All right. So this one would be mu, mu, versus mu, mu. Even I can, I guess, even when I pronounce it, I can hear the tiny ya. But in fact, yeah, it's not really ya. It's just soft M and U. Mu, mu, mu. Okay, so again, mu, mu. Okay. All right. So these would be ne, ne, hard N, right? Ne, and here soft N. Nie, 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 right? Nie. Okay. All right. Okay, so this one is pui, pui, and here soft p, pi, p. Again, pui, pi. Okay. Back to R. Ra, regular R. Ra versus rya, soft r, rya. Right? Again, ra, rya. Okay. All right, so these are so versus syo. Again, so, syo. Okay. Okay. Tu, tu. So again, hard t, tu, tu, versus soft t, tu, tu. Okay. Okay. So these are fe, regular fe, versus fe, fe. Okay, again, fe, fe. And the last one is he and he. Hard he, and then he, soft, he. All right, guys, so let me read them just so you can practice. So again, I'll read one, just try to guess, figure out which one I'm reading. So this one, bia. All right, that was soft. Во. Hard. Soft one is vё. Okay. This one. Gu. That's soft. Hard one is gu. All right. For this one, it's de. That's definitely soft. Sorry, hard. De. Soft one is die. All right. Continuing. Zi. This one. All right. The other one would be zi. All right. Next one. Kya. Soft one. Hard one would be ka. All right. Next one. Lё. So this is soft. Lё. This one would be lo. All right. Next one. Mu. Hard. Mu. The soft one is mu. All right, next one. Не. That's soft. Не. Hard one is ne. Next one. Пи. Soft. This one would be пы. Next one. Ря. That's soft. Rya. Hard one is ra. Next one. So. That's hard. So. Soft one is sё. Alright. Next one. Tю. Definitely this one. The other one would be tu. So again, tu. Alright. So for this one it's fe. Definitely this one. The hard one would be fe. This one again is fe. And then the last one it's hy. Well, it's this one, hy. And the alternative is he. Okay. And well, the last thing I want to tell you guys is why are we doing this? Because it actually matters. It actually matters. It can affect the meaning of a word. Okay. For example, I mean the soft versus hard consonant can affect the meaning of a word. For example, so we have two words. They'll look almost the same, except this one has a soft sign after T. Okay, so mat versus mat. Again, mat versus mать. So mat means, well, it has a bunch of meanings. It can mean a mat, like a yoga mat. It can mean profanities, like cussing. Just the word for cussing, bad language, is mat in Russian. And it can also mean checkmate if you play chess. By the way, if you play chess, let me know. We'll play. Versus mать. Mать means mother. So totally different word, right? Just because of one little soft sign, one little baby B, and one little pronunciation difference. Let me give you a couple of more examples. Mel versus mel. Mel, mel. All right. So mel is chalk, like the one you used to write on the blackboard. Mel. Versus mel, soft l. Mel is, well, shallow waters. Okay. Something like that. Shallow waters. Yeah, it just means shallow waters, like if a ship, doesn't really matter. You can, guys, by the way, if you can Google them. You can Google them. Just Google the images. You'll see they're totally different. Again, the meaning is totally different. Well, let me think of an example where a softening vowel would actually make a difference. I should have prepared better, probably. Thought of an example in advance. Okay, I think I can think of one. For example, mula versus mila. Well, I mean, here the letters are different as well. So it's not only about the soft or hard M, but the vowel is fairly different too. But still, mula means soap, and then mila means sweet. Like, oh, it's so sweet. You know, if you want to say, oh, it's so sweet, you say mila. So again, totally different words, just because, well, the vowel is different here, but primarily it's the M. In this word is hard, and in this word it's soft because it's followed by a softening vowel, right? So again, mila versus mila. Sound almost the same, but totally different meanings. Okay, guys, that's it for this video. I will see you in our next video. Until then, have a great day. Пока-пока.